In this video, we'll be doing a gentle morning flow for beginners. My name is May. Welcome to my channel, Yoga with May. Let's get to our mats. For this video, we're going to begin in a seated cross-legged Sukhasana position or easy pose. And if you're not comfortable with your legs crossed, there's always variations. Try to find a position that suits you depending on your knees and your joints. So coming to a cross-legged position, elongating the spine, trying to get the front of your belly as long as the back of your spine. So really erecting the spine up. And then you're just gently going to close your eyes and take a moment here to ground yourself, bringing your awareness into the present moment. Just noticing the space around you. Bringing your attention to your breath. Just for pure observation. And just to anchor your attention in the present moment. As you're growing your spine tall and long, you're going to deepen your breath, creating a longer inhale and a deeper exhale. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. As you lengthen into the crown of your head, just relaxing into the shoulders and grounding through the sit bones. Feeling a sense of connectedness to the earth and opening that connection to yourself, moving mindfully, moving with awareness and paying attention to exactly what you're doing. Moving at your own pace. And then bringing your hands to heart center and just lowering the chin towards your chest. Honoring your own energy and then gently opening the eyes. You're going to reach the hands up with a deep breath in. I'm going to take a twist towards the right. Place your right hand behind you and the left hand on your knee. And use the fingertips to press to the side to help twist you. And then use your neck to look all the way behind you over the shoulder. And then draw the shoulder blades down as you try to lengthen through the crown of your neck, keeping your shoulders above your ears. And then gently release. Soften the arms to come back to the center. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, turning to the left this time, left hand behind you, fingers of the left hand pushing towards the left to help twist you. I'm also using a little bit of pressure in my right hand on my knee to pull me a little bit deeper into the twist. No need to overstretch, no need to over-tense, with a gentle gaze behind you. And yeah, you can feel the twist and the rotation is allowing all the air to exhale fully. And then gently come back to the center. We're going to walk our hands forward. Draw your chin towards your chest and allow the upper body to melt forward over the knees. A little slight flexion or activation in the toes, so keeping your toes active when you're in a deep bend in the knees. And just allowing your neck to lengthen out as you melt the upper body towards the floor. Taking a couple of deep breaths into the lower back. Feeling that length and extension being created along the back of the hips, back of the thighs, into the quads and the glutes. And the more you draw your chin in towards your chest, the better for your spine. Walk your hands towards you, and then you're going to bring your hands onto your knees. We're going to create these delicious circular motions around the hips. So taking the hips with the center point and the shoulders were the mobile point. So we're just rotating the shoulders around that hip anchoring point. Change direction. You can move as slow or as fast as you want. Finding a little bit of mobility in your positions will help you to find those places where you're tight in the hips, in the back, and they just feel good all round. So I'm lifting my chest as I come forward, and I'm rounding my back. Let me just show you in the side here. Lifting my chest as I come forward, rounding, looking down towards my center as I move back. So it's creating a flexion and extension of the spine. And then we're going to bring the feet to one side, come onto our hands and knees to our 4-point base. Make sure to check out my cat and cow video for this alignment. So we're going to begin by dropping the belly down, creating a lift in the tailbone. Make sure that your hands and your knees and feet are aligned, hips. Breathe in, drive your chest forward and up. Drop your tailbone, lift your belly towards the sky, press into your hands, round your upper back towards the sky. Inhale, gaze forward and up, tailbone lifts, hands are squeezing towards the knees. Exhale, round, just some cat and cow to wake up the spine. Breathe in and exhale, movement and breath to calm the nervous system. Keep moving through cat and cow. Keep moving through cat and cow. Inhale forward. And exhale, moving from the tailbone, looking down at the neck last. And then we're just going to walk our hands forward. We're going to bring the elbows down. And we're going to slide the hands as far forward, coming into a puppy pose, keeping the hips elevated. And you can bring your forehead down towards the ground. And I'm trying to bring my chest closer towards the ground as well. Beautiful for correcting posture, bad posture, and opening up into the shoulders. And also increasing the lung capacity, therefore having a nice good oxygen intake. Walk your hands back to your body, and we're just going to go into a lunge. So you're going to step the right foot forward, and then you're going to drive your hips forward. You can move your hands so that your hands are underneath your shoulders and driving your hips forward, opening up into your hip flexors. So obviously not overstretching, not overtensing. This is your practice. So going as deep or as gentle as you'd like. You can also put blocks underneath your hands if you cannot reach the floor. But I think most beginners don't really have blocks. So yeah, I would go straight to the floor if you can. And then we're going to take that right leg back, and we're going to step the left foot forward. Drive the hips forward and anchoring into your hands. So I'm pressing into my hands as I drive my hips forward, rounding into the upper back. And just taking a moment to feel into those hips. Breathe into the hips and then gently shift back. Take the knees wide, shift your hips back, and we'll just come down into a child's pose. Just letting go, releasing any tension in the shoulders, in the hips, in the knees. And just staying for one more breath. Full release. Coming back onto your hands. from your knees, and then we'll go to laying on our back for Shavasana. So we're going to straighten out the legs. And we're going to have the arms laying alongside us, palms facing up is the most comfortable. And then I'm just walking my shoulder blades down away from my ears. So I've got lots of length around my neck. And then I'm drawing my chin in towards my chest so that I can lengthen into the back of my neck and try to create this sense of traction in the spine. So even though I'm on the floor, my spine is long. Gently closing my eyes and just feeling that sense of grounding and connection to the earth and to yourself. And even just after 5 minutes, being able to feel the effects of a gentle flow. Taking one more deep, full breath. And then gently rolling over onto your side. Just take a moment here in this fetal position. And then gently pressing yourself up. Find your position or your Sukhasana, easy pose, meditation, foundation pose. And we'll just close off with bringing our hands to our heart center, bowing our chin to our chest, honoring ourself and our beginner's mind. And then gently opening the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm May, and this is Yoga with May. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.